And of course, the next thing that we could talk about is making the right decisions, because, and not just in your studies, but in your life. As long as you live your life, you're going to be constantly going through different trials and tribulations throughout your life, whether it's loss of a loved one, whether it's sickness, whether it's poverty, or whatever it might be. You might be a rich person, and then all of a sudden you made some bad investments, and then now you start to taste you start to get a little taste of poverty. Whatever the case may be, everybody's going to go through different trials and tribulations. And the trials and tribulations are going to differ from person to person. So a tribulation that might be small for you might be huge for another person. And but each person is going to go through these trials and tribulations based on what they can handle. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to test you based on what He knows that you can handle. But it's the decisions that you make in these trials and tribulations. So when you're in that trial and tribulation, whatever it is that you're being afflicted with, whatever test, whatever sadness and anxiety, or whatever it is that you're going through, it's that the decision that you make at that time. That decision that you make to either obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to seek the assistance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or to go down a different route, to go to the left, and then to start to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then to start to go against His commands and His prohibitions. This is the decision that causes the person to either be successful, ashab al-yamin, or to be unsuccessful, ashab al-shimal. So you're going towards Jannah, or you're going towards Jahannam. It's the decision that you make, because we're all responsible for our lives. Nobody's responsible for us. And we can't sit around as Muslims and play the victim all the time. And we have to take accountability for ourselves. We have to be responsible for our lives and the decisions that we make. All our life, the life that we have right now, is based on the decisions that we made before in the past. Everything that we're living today is based on the decisions that you made in the past. Your life tomorrow is going to be based on the decisions that you make today. You make good decisions today, inshallah, you start to get better results tomorrow. You make bad decisions today, then you're going to start to get bad results tomorrow. And your life becomes worse and worse and worse and worse. So today, you make that decision to stand up, to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to do the things that He's commanded you to do. Then tomorrow, inshallah, you start to see it become easier, and you start to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But then if you decide, because, I'm sad, or, I'm not feeling well, so you decide that you want to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and now you want to take that different route, and you think that that's going to bring you happiness. That route ends in your complete and utter everlasting sadness, everlasting regret. So you have to make that decision every single day of your life, every time that you're facing these afflictions, because you're going to face them on a regular basis. Everybody is. And each person is different. But you see that the people who constantly go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they don't complain. They don't play the victim. They don't blame it on the government, or blame it on racism, or blame it on anything else. They take responsibility for their lives, and they live their lives correctly, and they make the right decisions. And because they're in control of their lives, they don't allow external circumstances to control their lives. You take control of your life. You take accountability for your life, and you be responsible for your actions and your decisions. And that's how you control your life. But you give up control, and the shaitan controls you. Wallahu musta'an.